Good morning. Today is Wednesday at 6:57 a.m. I got an offer from DoorDash to go to Starbucks. I'm going to get $5.50 for 2.8 miles. I turned the app on this morning at 6:45 a.m. It took about 10-12 minutes to get an offer. It was a busy morning in terms of offers coming in, so it didn't take me too long to get something, but the majority of all the offers were terrible. They were, I don't think any of them this morning were upside down, but none of them were $2 for every mile. The weather today looks like it's going to be good. High should be in the low 80s today. Currently it's 71 degrees, sunny, blue skies, a little bit of cloud, not too much. And today I'm going to be going to the dermatologist to freeze some more of my dark spots on my face. So that's like the highlight of the day that's happening. And that's not until later in the afternoon. So the schedule today is still going to be the same. I'm going to work probably till about 9:30 or 10 o'clock. And the goal is to get to $50. The traffic seems pretty normal right now. Everything seems kind of like status quo. There doesn't seem to be anything unusual happening out right now. I know there's like some kind of big convention happening today with some kind of software company in the area. I don't know if that's going to give me more business, more people ordering stuff to be delivered. We'll just have to wait and see. It's always hard to know what's going to happen in the day as it progresses. This job is just so random. If you're new to doing DoorDash, you'll find that it's very unpredictable, and you'll never be able to guess what day is going to be really busy and what day is going to be slow. It's just one of these random jobs where the money just fluctuates all over the place. And that's one of the reasons why I come out every morning. So that way the money averages out and I never miss a busy day. And also because my goal is so low. It's like a $50 goal is a very reasonable objective for a part-time delivery worker. So it's not an impossible feat to get $50 in a 2 to 3 hour window. I've been trying to figure out what kind of topics to talk about when I'm doing delivery. I did some screen captures. Oh yeah, so today we're going to be doing shop and deliver. That's what I wanted to do. So if we do any shop and deliver orders today, which we should, it seems like every day I do one. I'll do some examples of what I'm seeing on the app when I'm shopping, so you guys can see what I go through in terms of using the app to complete a shop and deliver order. And I'll show you it either in DoorDash today or in Uber Eats, just depending on which one. Maybe I'll only get one shopping order today, so maybe you'll see how I do it in Uber Eats, and maybe you'll see how I do it in DoorDash. Arrive at store. And I'm gonna click on what's causing your wait. What's causing you to wait? They're preparing the order. Submit. I guess I'll park here today. I don't normally park right here. Alright, let's go. Just a couple minute wait on the order. Alright, I'm going to continue with pickup. Take receipt photo, but there is no receipt. So I'm going to click on no receipt. I'm going to take a picture of the bags showing the name of the customer. I'm going to click done. Then I'm going to click on confirm. Okay, now we're ready to go. So I'm going to hit directions. And we're off. 3 minutes, 0.8 miles. It's going to be looks like it's going to be an apartment. White building. No gate, in the courtyard with buildings. Apartment faces the courtyard. Alright. Sounds good to me. Let's go. Everything was normal inside of the Starbucks. There was not much exciting happening. Everybody looked like they were just waking up, trying to get their mojo going for the day. Man, people drive fast. They drive like speed demons. It's like, you know, the light's red. They're going like 50 miles an hour, racing to a red light. So we're currently 1 more minute to go now. And I've got the building number. I'm trying to think if I've been here before. It's kind of throwing me that they said their building is in the courtyard. I'll figure it out when I get closer. Once I drop this delivery off, I'm going to probably head back over to the Starbucks because that's the nearest hot spot to wait in after I drop this off. One. What's the next one? And they said building number 9. Oh, they're right. This is it. And then they said in the courtyard. In the courtyard. What's the apartment number? Oh, maybe this is it here. Back up. I think it's on the other side. Thank you. I really went the long way around. I should have went to the left instead of the right. It would have been a shorter walk. But there was a guy over to my left, and he was talking with somebody, and I didn't want to go that direction because I didn't want to mess up their flow of their conversation. But it wasn't that big of a deal to go the other way. It was fine. Somebody from home is messaging me. Oh gosh. What do I need? What do I want at the grocery store? Oh, I don't know. I can't think of anything I need at the grocery store at the moment. Why they're asking? I have to think about it. I can't think about that right now. So now we're gonna head back to the Starbucks, and I'm gonna park and wait. And depending on whether it's busy or not, it could be like a minute and I'll get something, or it could be no offer at all, then I'm gonna head home. I'll probably wait here since this is a really good place to wait. I'll stay there probably for 5 to 10 minutes. I think I'll stay there, because if I can't get an offer here, I can't get an offer anywhere. Alright, we're back over here at the Starbucks area. Let's see, something's coming in 10 miles for $17. Shop just for 6 items and pick up some McDonald's. Well, that's pretty close. That's pretty close to what I would want, so I guess I'll take it. It's gonna be a long drive. Everybody get ready. Go offline. Alright, so I got an offer from DoorDash. We're going to go to Walgreens first and shop for 6 items, and then to McDonald's. And we're dropping off for the same customer. I'm going to get $17 for 10.1 miles. That's not too bad. I mean, the traffic could be kind of busy, but it's all good, I guess. Let's start going. Perfect timing. Perfect timing for everybody. There's a lady, there's a car. Perfect timing. Alright, which Walgreens am I going to? Something's wrong with my navigation. It's not working right, but I know where this Walgreens is, so I just head over there. There it goes. Sometimes the navigation glitches. You just gotta reboot the app. So the shopping for Walgreens is really close. It's just 2 minutes from here, 0.3 miles, and then the McDonald's is going to be the long, long drive. Let's see if I can see a little bit of what we're shopping for. Or I can click arrived at store. I'm close enough. Level up to pro shopper. Be first in line. Level up. Level up. What are they talking about? This is something new. I've never seen this before. Oh, so you've got to meet certain criteria, and if you do, you'll get better shopping offers, is what they're saying. I have no control over what kind of, how well I do in the shopping. I just do the best I can every time. All right, we're here. Let's do it. Instant noodles, 3 of them. Bacterine ointment. Ricola cough drops. Substitute approved. Aquaphor. Take a photo of the receipt. Done. Ensure the receipt is in the bag. It's in the bag. Tie it tight so it doesn't fall back out. Oh, now we're off to a McDonald's far, far away. And then while I'm driving, I can tell you guys about the shopping experience. And I'll show you screen captures of what I see on the phone when I was doing the shopping. Everything went fine inside of Walgreens. This particular Walgreens, I usually have problems shopping because of the phone service they have there. Why is it telling me to make a right? Oh, it wants me to get on the freeway. Wait a second, that's far. You want me to go all the way back to get on the freeway? When I'm right here at Wigwam? Should I get on the freeway? I say no. I'm gonna go straight ahead. It's gonna reduce the number of miles if I just go straight ahead. So normally I have problems with the internet when I'm there at that particular store. But I didn't have any problems. Everything flowed along just fine. So it was all good. So I'm gonna put up on the screen the first item that I scanned was the Maruchan Instant Lunch Beef Ramen Noodle Soup Cup, and they wanted 3 of them. So you can see on the screen the item comes up after I tapped on the picture of the first item. That picture comes up of the item I'm shopping for, and then they said they want 3. So at the bottom where it says how many items did you pick up, I just tapped on the plus symbol until it got to the number 3, so it said 3 items instead of 0 items, and then I pressed the button add to cart, and I just did that same process for all the other items. The next screen I'm showing you, this sometimes comes up in DoorDash, and it will want me to take a picture of where I found the item, just to help other DoorDashers who are having a hard time figuring out where the item is. So sometimes I take a picture and sometimes I don't. It's not mandatory. It's like you're doing it to help your fellow dashers, and then sometimes I'm just so busy, I'm just like, oh, just skip it. I don't have time to deal with this. So yeah, so that's just a feature they added into the app. And then at the very end, when you finally have finished shopping for all of the items, that's when you'll get this screen here that I'm showing you. It shows all the items are now shopped for, and at the very bottom a button will come up that says proceed to checkout. And on that particular one, that takes you, when you tap on that, it takes you to the next screen that tells you to go to self-checkout or to the cashier lane and get ready to pay, and then you just press next, and that takes you to the final screen that you'll have up when you're ready to pay the cashier with the DoorDash red card. And that's the screen that proceeds where you're finally going to take a picture of the receipt. So once you're all done and they hand you the receipt, you press on confirm payment. And then you're gonna get the next screen that says take a receipt of the photo. And you just gotta make sure you get the whole receipt into the picture. And hopefully your lighting is decent enough and there's no wind blowing around on the receipt that's gonna make it blow away. So just try to find a good place to stick it. And you take a picture of it, and then the final screen just says make sure that you put the receipt in the bag, and you press continue, and then you can start delivering. It takes you to the directions. And that is it. So that's the process for shop and deliver when you're dealing with DoorDash. And it's kind of wacky at first, like when you're new to doing it, you're like, what am I doing? How do I do this? But once you get the hang of it, it's not bad at all. There's always a few things that could mess you up and throw you off, but that's through trial and error. As you learn to do this job, you'll adapt to the situation. But that's the gist of how to work the app when you're shopping in DoorDash. Now I get a lot of questions from people about the card, like how do you pay? I get several every once in a while, not all the time, but a lot of times the biggest question is how do I pay? Do I have to pay with my own money to do these shopping orders? And no, you don't have to use your own money. They either mail you a physical card in the mail, and that card, it gets automatically loaded with money from the customer, and that money is like a specific amount, and so the app knows how much money maximum you can spend in the store, and if it's greater than what the limit is, it won't go through. You'll get a what do you call it? You'll get a declined response from the cashier, and she'll say, "Oh, your card's been declined," which of course is stressful. So yeah, but that's how it works. You have a card that they give you, and you just use that to pay for the orders. Every once in a while, or but now it's like 50% of the time, you have like a code that's on the phone, and you just scan the code with a scanner gun, like at the grocery stores usually, and it automatically pays without using the physical card. And then there are some dashers who have a digital card instead of what I have. And I don't know anything about that because I've always had a physical card, so I can't tell you much about that. But I've heard that other users have a card that is used for a digital card that they use for making their purchases rather than an actual physical card that you slide through a credit card machine at the store. So we still got another 11 minutes. Wow, the DMV is packed. We got another 10 minutes, 4 miles before we get to the drop-off. I thought I was going to a McDonald's on Stephanie and Sunset, but it's actually even further away than that. So hopefully I'm going the shortest distance possible. The way the app wanted me to go, it wanted me to backtrack onto the freeway. And I'm like, that's too far. So what I'm doing right now, I think is the shortest distance. And I'll know once I see the miles on the car, I'll know whether or not I made the right decision. Well, good. I'm glad we got a shopping order out of the way. So, because that was the topic I planned for today's video. So I'm glad I was able to show you guys the process. Of course, that was the process of everything goes right. I didn't tell you what happens if things go wrong. And believe me, things can go wrong. If I do another shopping order today, and things go wrong, I'll do screen captures of the screens that come up on my phone to show you guys how I deal with situations that are unpleasant. I'm talking about situations where the customer's substitutes, like the customer's item they want isn't in stock, and then when I click on the substitutes, none of the substitutes are in stock, or stuff like that. That's usually that's usually the only thing that goes wrong, is that they just don't have what the customer wants, and you actually have to suggest it says either issue a refund or make a suggestion to the customer, and then you got to basically wait until the customer responds. And if they don't, you just give them a few minutes, and if they don't, move on, issue a refund. Don't waste your time. Going on a long journey on this one. I don't know what I'm going to do once I reach the drop-off point, because I'm going to be so far from my hotspot zones where I get orders that I'm going to probably have to do a little bit of work in a place I'm not familiar with. That's the downside of taking offers that are this far away. But the good news is that the area I'm dropping off in is not anywhere near the strip. We are so far away, so it's all just suburban homes and apartments. So the drop-offs are not going to be any more difficult than where I'm at, where I normally deliver at. The only problem is I'm just not familiar with the roads and the apartment gates and all that other stuff. So I'm a little bit of a stranger in a strange land when it comes to doing deliveries over in the area that I'm going to drop off at. I've never even been to this McDonald's we're headed to, I don't think. I can't think of a McDonald's that's over where we're going to, but obviously there is. It must be on Boulder Highway. I can recall there being a McDonald's I went to a long time ago on Boulder Highway. And the last time I was on Boulder Highway, they were doing a lot of construction, and I think the construction is still going on, so I may have some problems. May have some problems with road construction. Last I heard, it was going to be several years before they finished the construction. It's like a major renovation. Boulder Highway used to be the land of nowhere. It used to be just a long highway and just nothing around but trailer parks and the lost and forgotten humans that have been abandoned. It's not like a Skid Row, but it's not a pretty place. It's getting pretty now because the property values here in this town are going higher and higher. So because of that, they're building everywhere. Even on Boulder Highway, they're building nice communities. So I have a feeling Boulder Highway will soon lose its reputation for being a low-class part of town. That's just what happens with when time passes. As long as the economy's rolling along, things keep changing and progressing. When I first moved here in 2010, this place was a ghost town. You could drive anywhere and there was nobody around. There was houses on every corner that said foreclosure, bankruptcy. Now it's the exact opposite. Now everywhere you go, traffic. No shortage of cars anywhere I drive nowadays. And the prices of the houses here are ridiculous. I don't think you can get a house any cheaper than in the, I think the cheapest you can go is like in the 300s. Even, I think even condos are in the 300s. I don't think you can get anything in the 200s anymore over here. I never thought I'd see that day happen. It says it's coming up in 0.7 miles, and I feel like I'm in the middle of nowhere. Oh, I've got to make a U-turn and go back to get to it. It's on the left-hand side. It's going to come up before the light. Oh, I see it. What, I can't make a U-turn right here? Oh, you can. You can't make a U-turn. It says no U-turn. Wow. Well, that's crazy. That's crazy that there would be a McDonald's, right? Oh, it's like a McDonald's / gas station. Alright, so I can't make a U-turn there. So it's telling me to just cross the light and then come on back. Yeah, there's no choice. And it's a busy McDonald's too. There's a lot of cars in there. Alright, I'm gonna cross Boulder Highway and come on back. Wow, there's a lot of traffic. I'm like, maybe I should have made a left turn. Take a left here and then make a U-turn to come on back. Wow. Whoever designed that McDonald's made a mistake. They should have had a left turn to turn in. Now I've got to deal with all this. And this light's long. Once I turn around, that light is long. We're going to be here for a while. Well, I don't want to be late for the, to arrive at the McDonald's. They'll ding me. They don't care about the traffic. So I'm just going to click that I've arrived at the store. And that they're still working on the order. Man, I mean, how am I going to get, I'm trying to figure out how am I going to get back on the road. Because I've got to come back over to this side of the street when I finally have the order in hand. Man, this is a really difficult pickup and a difficult pickup. Man, nothing I can do about it. Just go with the flow. I'm getting good money. This is still definitely easier than yesterday's delivery, the one I did for the Sprouts Market, where it took me an hour and 5 minutes to earn $15. That one was brutal. I was thinking about that one this morning. I'm like, never do that again. Just skip it. Wait for the next day. This one, the shopping was super easy. I was in and out of there in no time. And the McDonald's order should just be ready. I should just be able to walk in and get it. As long as there's, as long as the order's just sitting on a bookshelf and there's not a lot of people blocking my way. Right now I got 10 miles on the car. And I don't know how much further I have to drive until I'm actually at the drop-off. That I don't know. And I don't even know if I'm going to an apartment. Where am I going to? It's a house, thank goodness. Okay. So the drop-off's not going to be bad. It's just a busy McDonald's. I got the police out over here. Oh, where's a good place to park? Maybe next to this truck. Hey, it's me, McDelivery. They got my own personal parking spot. So, of the receipt, done. Confirm. Directions. 1 mile from here. 4-minute drive. Thank goodness it's almost over. We are so far away. Oh, I'm gonna have to go by the police that are over there to get to the turn. Man, this place is wild. This must be the only McDonald's for miles and miles, and that's why there's so many people in this parking lot. And I got the police over here. I don't know what's going on over here, or what's happening. There's some kind of situation. Gosh, I hope I can get out from over here. Hope they're not blocking the way. Alright, I'm gonna make a right turn here, and then I gotta get in the far left-hand lane. Alright, this vehicle's turning left. I mean, this bus. Yeah, this is the left turn lane, so I'm good here. I'm gonna go all the way down, and then I'm gonna make a right turn. Okay, great. The light is on my side. Thank goodness. They're doing so much construction. Whew. There was no waiting on the order, so I was in and out of there as well. So both pickups really fast. No problems. The only problem is that we're in an area that is not very nice to be in. So I don't know if I necessarily want to work this area. I'll just start driving back to where I like to work. I'll eat the miles until I feel like I'm in a place I want to be. But I'll keep the app on, so maybe something will come in. Please tell me this is just a leave. Yeah, it's just a leave at the door. An old part of town. These aren't even houses. Let's see. I'm looking for the numbers on these places. Oh, I see it. I see it. Oh, they got speed bumps here. Oh. Okay. All right. You're gonna wait then. Oh, we made it. Looks like an easy drop off. Grab the McDonald's. Grab the Walgreens. Whew. Man, it's done. Done. Let's get out of here. Let's get back to a nicer part of town. Oh, shoot. Is it safe to go? Yeah. Alright, not too bad. 7:51. I only got 12 miles on the car right now. I've got $17 plus I've got the 5 something that I got from the Starbucks, so that's like 22, almost $23 already in the piggy bank. Not too bad of a morning so far. McDonald's, $4, 2.6 miles. No, I bet you I'm gonna get a lot of offers right now because I think most delivery drivers don't want to work in this area. It's just it's not pretty to work at. It just feels very run down when you come over here. And there's a lot of like RV parks here and trailer parks, and they're hard to deliver at. They're definitely not an easy place to do a pickup and a drop off, that's for sure. So currently I'm on Sunset, and I'm near Sunset and Boulder. McDonald's, $8.43 for 2.6 miles. No. It was a good one. I don't trust this area. There's a lot of mysterious things that are dangerous here. There are a lot of those, those apartments where they pay by the day to live there, or pay by the week. There's places like that, and I don't like delivering to those. And there's a lot of like really old casinos here that people stay at that are like, they have problems, addiction issues. It's like, I don't want to deal with any of that stuff. It's like, this is not a fairy tale part of town is what I'm trying to say. It's a very it's a gritty part of town. So unless an offer comes in that is absolutely incredible, I'm not taking it. I don't need the stress. I can already feel my body. I can already feel tension in my body. Like, I don't want to be here. $12.50, 7.7 miles. No. Sorry. I'll just stay on. I don't know if I stay on Sunset. No. I'll take Sunset until I get to, until I get to Stephanie, and then take Stephanie all the way down. Like, just start making my way back to the Starbucks that I normally park at. That's on Green Valley and Pebble. I think that's the closest. Oh no, the closest place for me to park would be the McDonald's that's on Green Valley and Warm Springs. That's still a ways away. I've still got a long journey before I get there. But for the quadrant that I'm in, that's the closest hotspot that I'm comfortable parking at. $3.38 for 4 miles. I'm really not comfortable stopping anywhere else. There's lots of restaurants here on Sunset, on Sunset coming up after I go under the bridge where the freeway is. But I've learned from experience that those stores don't get a lot of delivery orders, and I'm not exactly sure why, but they don't. I've parked at them before and nothing happens, even though there's like an IHOP, there's a Denny's, Starbucks, that's everything, every Panera, nothing comes in. I just don't think people use those restaurants or that location for food delivery. could have made a left here on Gibson, and that would have taken me to, oh no, that's still really far. That's still not in the zone. I'm just trying to get to a spot where I know the app will be happy. It will say, oh, you're back in the zone for DoorDash. And the closest thing I can think of, there's like a perimeter that DoorDash defines as being my zone to work in. And so the zone starts at Warm Springs, and I think it starts at Warm Springs and Arroyo Grande. So that's the nearest spot that's where I have to get to. That's my target spot. And I know in that area there's a Walgreens, but then there's not much else, and that's why I usually just keep driving until I get to the McDonald's. And then everything starts to normalize after that. It's like, okay, well now I'm back in my zone, and now I'm getting orders to customers I'm familiar with. You'll notice that too when you do this job after a while. You just want to be in your own familiar territory after a while. Like after you go through the delivery boot camp when you're new, you just realize you just want as little stress as possible. You want to be where you understand what your risks are, what you're dealing with, what dangers there are that you have to work yourself through to get that money. I think it's like I have about another 4 or 5 miles to go before I get to a parking spot. So now we're near Sunset Station, and you can see this is what I was talking about, where they have all these restaurants, but I rarely get anything. That the app rarely even goes off when I'm driving right here, even though they got a Panera right there. They got a Rubio's. I know there's a Cafe Zupas over here. There's all kinds of restaurants, but the app doesn't care. It's like, nope, no orders are coming in at these locations, is what it pretty much tells me. And there's even a McDonald's coming up on the right, and I rarely get anything over there either. There's a Target. All the things that would normally go off as a plus to park and wait. Uh-oh, I'm behind a whole bunch of slow vehicles. One more to go. I've got to make a right at the second light to get to Warm Springs. $22.50, that's where I'm at. Go to Don Tortaco. We'll pay you $7 for 4.5 miles. And we promise if you take this order, it will take you back to your zone. That's okay. I don't want it. Don't switch zones. Keep me in my zone. You can see right now the app at the top says, find the orders headed back to your zone. Navigate back to your zone. So because I did a DoorDash delivery outside of my area, it's trying to find me an offer that will take me back to my zone. And it did find me that one that was the Don Taco, but I didn't want to take it. It was actually, I would have had to make a U-turn and go all the way back. I was in the wrong lane. If I had been in the right lane, I probably would have taken it. So now I'm at the Walgreens on Warm Springs, and now I'm back in the zone. And you can see on the screen, you can see that the app is now normal again. That big yellow bar is gone. So this is my zone. I'm back in it. But there's nowhere to park right now. Nothing good ever comes in this part yet. A McDonald's order, $4.50 for 2.7 miles. I'm just gonna go ahead and take it because it's gonna take me back to my area, and I'm going there anyway. So it's 1.4 miles to the McDonald's, and that means that the actual drop-off is just 3/4 of a mile from the McDonald's. So that was the right call. It makes sense for me to go ahead and take it. Even though it's under $5, it's a free ticket to get back into my zone. Sometimes what'll happen is once I get to the McDonald's, they'll add on something else to the order. Sometimes. Not always, but even if they don't, it's fine. And if the order's not ready, I'm going to turn on the Uber Eats app and start fishing for something from Uber Eats while I'm just standing inside a McDonald's waiting for them to finish this order if it's not ready. About 90 minutes left in my shift. Sometimes it drags. If I do too much driving, it feels like the time is just dragging. I want to just get to the deliveries and just pop them off. Pick them up and drop them off. Pick it up and drop it off. That's all I want to do, and then just be done. Sometimes you get these long ones, the $17 one. I'm going to turn on Uber Eats now. The traffic is really bad. I'm going to make a left at the next light, but this light is not friendly. So now's the time. Now's the time to start fishing, and I really don't want to dirty stack. Dirty stacking is when you're taking an order from two different apps at the same time. And you're not supposed to do it. They frown upon it. But a lot of people do it because you make a lot of money that way. But I don't necessarily care about that. I just kind of want to just, keep moving. I don't want to get stuck. Nope, I knew I wasn't going to make this light. I already knew. I think I might even be close enough to arrive at the store for the McDonald's, yeah. Arrive at the store. What's happening? They're working on it. I always just say they're working on it. This light is brutal. This is the bad part about taking orders that are far away. There's a lot of time you lose or you waste just trying to drive back to where you want to work, to your regular zone. I was tempted to take that delivery that was like $8 way back over on Boulder Highway, but just the stress. I was just thinking about the unknown. It was stressing me out. I'm like, I don't know where these drop-offs are. I don't know how hard they're going to be. I don't know how dangerous they're going to be. So I was like, no, can't do it. So now I've spent all this time just trying to drive back to where I'm comfortable working. Oh, you just gotta be patient. Manage my patience level. Once I do this delivery, I'll be at $27. That's only that will take me to what, halfway, a little over halfway to my goal. And how long have I been working? Since 6:45, 7 for an hour and a half almost. So it looks like it's gonna be a 3-hour day to get stuff done. So 6:45, 7:44, now just about till 10 o'clock. Exactly as I predicted, or as I have it projected. Alright, we're almost there. I turned off Uber Eats. How crazy it is at McDonald's today. Let's see, we got some creepy person hanging out by the McPickup, so I'm not gonna stop there. The drive-thru is packed with people, so that's a bad sign. That means the order's probably not ready. Well, let's park it and head on in. Order was ready, no waiting. Take a photo of the receipt. Done. Confirm. Directions. We're going to an apartment. Of course it's an apartment. $4. 4 minutes from here, 1 mile. It's a leave at the door. Any special instructions? I have a building number. And that is all. That's all I got. It's a leave at the door, and I have a building number. Fantastic. I just walked in, and it was sitting on the shelf, and they did not have the number facing me. So usually what that means is I have to usually ask for help. I have to ask one of the employees, like, oh, I'm here to pick up for so-and-so and such. But they were all busy, so I just turned it around. I'm like, I need to go. So I turned it around, saw that it was mine, and then I shouted out thank you to the employees, and then they turned and saw that I was taking the order. And they saw I was a decent human being. And they're like, oh, that looks like a decent human being, so I don't think he's stealing it. And they just said, thank you so much. I said, you're welcome. And that was it. I'm sure they have a problem where sometimes people come in there and they try to steal the order. So they always try to make their best assessment whether or not the person looks like they're an actual delivery driver or someone trying to just get a free meal. At Starbucks, they're really friendly at Starbucks. They let anybody just grab the delivery orders. They don't care who it is. They just say thank you to anybody and let them take the stuff. But McDonald's and some of the fast food places, they have a much more stricter policy to make sure theft is minimized as much as possible. I seem to always be behind really slow vehicles lately. It's not much further, about a quarter of a mile to go. Oh, he's speeding up now. Now he's going faster than me. The app's not showing me the building number. Oh yeah, this place is kind of hard to deliver to. Oh wait, how am I gonna get in here? I need a code to get in here. I mean, usually. Oh, the gate's open. The gate's open. We lucked out. And then it says it's over here in this community. Let's see what the building number is. All right. And can I see any building numbers? Of course I can't. Oh, there it is. I see it. Excellent. All right, let's do it. Thank you. No problem finding the drop-off. That was easy. Now I'm gonna head back to the Starbucks, because now I'm close to that waiting spot, that hot spot. Man, I lucked out that the gate was open. Usually that gate's closed. Come on. Don't do that to me. Alright, I'll just take it. We got the next one. It's going to the Starbucks that I want to go to. It's just a $5 offer for 3 miles. It's not a great one, but it's work. And anytime I can get something that's kind of decent, that is close to where I just dropped off, it means zero dead miles. So if I can get an offer that's going to give me a free ride from the exact point where I just dropped off, I'll take it, as long as it's close enough. So once I do this delivery, if it's ready and it's real quick, that's an easy $9.50 I've made. It's $5 for the Starbucks one, and then the $4.50 that was easy for that McDonald's one. So far, I think all the orders so far have all been DoorDash. Yeah, I think so. So I don't know where we're at now. Let's see, we got $17 for that big one. And then the one before that was a Starbucks, and that was a $5 and something cent one. So that's like $22 and change. Then we did the one for McDonald's that was like a $4 one, or almost $5. So 22 and 5, that's $27. And now we've got this next Starbucks, which is $5. So 27 plus 5 is 32. So after I drop off this order, we'll have $32 in the piggy bank. miles after that, we'll have about $18 more to go. I've arrived at the store because why not? They're working on it. They're always working on it. Ooh. Right now it feels like it's been a really busy day, but my my instincts are off because of that long drive we had to make from Boulder Highway. So right now I feel like I've been in a state of constant activity since I first got on the road at 6:45. Come on, light. I want to go. Ooh, I guess I need to calm down a little bit. Sometimes you get a little bit too adrenalated doing this job, and that affects your decision making. Like right now, I still feel a bit anxious from doing that far away drop off, because that area just looked like orders must get stolen all the time. And then all the construction, I'm like, oof, so much construction. It's like, yuck. Oh, there's always somebody walking. Just waited for a couple minutes. Order. Check, check, check. Don't they know Starbucks, the bags are sealed? There's no way for me to actually check that the order's correct. Okay, I'm going to an animal hospital. Please give to the receptionist. You got it. 6-minute drive, 1.8 miles. The guy was assembling my order as I walked into Starbucks, so no long wait at all. Just walked in, told him the name of the person I was here to pick up for. He told me he's working on it now. And in a couple of minutes, he was good to go. Uh-oh, I forgot to secure the order. That's not good. Now I've got to hold it with my hand the whole way unless I hit a red light. I skipped one of my steps. Whenever I get a Starbucks order, I have to always make sure it's secured in the delivery box so it doesn't tip over when I'm driving. So that way I don't have to do what I'm doing now and hold on to the bag with one hand and then have another hand on the steering wheel. Which isn't good because now I don't have a hand to manipulate my phone when I'm driving. Here's a place I could quickly stop. It's a stop. There, you're secured. Now we can go. Temperature right now 75 degrees. No wind. I got 20 miles on the car and I'm getting 64 miles to the gallon. forecast for tomorrow has lots of wind, so we'll see how much that affects my my work tomorrow. Wait for me, wait for me. After I drop this off, I'll just park at the McDonald's, or maybe I'll just stay in the parking lot for 5 minutes. Since I'm real close to the McDonald's, that's probably what I'll do. There's different places near here that I could get offers from. I have to park where the sun isn't gonna be facing me. I guess I'll just park right here and then I'll reposition myself after I drop it off. Thank you. There was nobody at the front desk, so I just left it. I just shouted out who I was there to deliver for. I guess I'll park in front of this dentist office. Alright, I'll let you guys know when something comes in. A bad decision. There's nothing coming in at all over here. Not a single offer. So I'm gonna head back over to the Starbucks because there's nothing coming in. I don't know what the heck this person's doing. Why they just stopped in the middle of the road. Yeah, it was a bad call to park and wait here. I thought because I was so close to the McDonald's, I would at least see some offers starting to come in, but nothing at all. So that tells me this McDonald's is not busy right now for delivery orders anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop on the freeway and get off at the next exit and then park at the Starbucks. I don't think there's much else to do. That would be the most sensible thing I think to do. Because once I get on the freeway, I'll instantly be over at the street for the Starbucks, so I probably should have done that right from the get-go. I was just thinking that the McDonald's have been busy, so the last 2 deliveries I've done were at 2 different other McDonald's. So I thought, well, maybe that's the trend right now. McDonald's orders are the trend. Come on. Come on, lady. You got the right of way. Just go. And use your blinkers. That's what they're for. You spend all that money on that fancy car, yet you don't even know how to use the blinkers? $2.03 for makers and finders. Wow. Get me out of this area. Nobody's been very generous lately, except for that one that was really far away. Everybody in general, so far, everybody has been low tippers today. That one Starbucks I dropped off at that apartment complex. Oh no, it wasn't Starbucks, it was the McDonald's order. They only tipped me $1. And that Sprouts order I did yesterday, where I got paid $15, almost all of it was a mandatory delivery fee that the customer had to pay. They actually only tipped me $2 to spend over an hour shopping for their grocery order. So people are really tightening the purse strings. That's what it's telling me. It's not personal, it's all economic. People are fearful of what's to come, and they're just trying to watch their spending as best they can. When people think that the economy's going to tank, they close up their wallets. They just like, no, I ain't spending. I don't know how bad the future is going to be. I'm not very optimistic. When things are booming, that's when people are spending money like crazy. I'm just going to park over at this Wendy's. It's close enough to the Starbucks where I'll get a ding for the Starbucks if it's meant to be. Let's see, let's park right here. Okay, let's wait 5 minutes and see what happens. Got another offer. It is from DoorDash. $5.25. 2.4 miles. I waited here just for a couple of minutes and it came in, so why is it every time I'm backing out, someone else is backing out? Why is this happening? I can't get a break today. I would normally go the other direction, but I had a bad experience yesterday where the traffic backed up at a particular intersection near the gas station here in this shopping center, so I'm going a different route. I don't think this route is all that much better. The only thing that works for me going this way is there's not a lot of cars that back up trying to get to the traffic light to get out of here. But I have more risk of pedestrians and cars just backing out of the parking spots. Take this spot straight ahead and park, and then we'll go into Starbucks and see if it's ready. That is about a 4-minute wait. Verify the order. Confirm the pickup. Looks like we're going to be going to a house, and it's going to be a leave at the door, 6 minutes away, 1.9 miles. Everything went fine inside of the Starbucks. There was no major issues to report. Everybody was friendly and professional. The guy that assembled my order, he was very prompt and very good at communicating what he was doing. All was well. Oh, all these cars are suddenly appearing. It is busy today. They're really rolling out. We finally finished the construction on this road, mostly. I had a no left turn on this road for the longest time, and I had to take a longer route. After I drop this one off, I think I only have I think $11 or $12 left to go, and then I'll be done. I think. Pretty sure. And still the plan is on schedule to just work until 9:30, so. Yesterday I worked until 10:30, and I actually made less money. I made I think I made like $39 yesterday, so I was like $11 under my goal. And I never try to make up for the loss. I go with the flow. Like if it's whatever money I make in the window of time that I create for myself, that's just what I make. And if it's a really good day, like I make a lot of money early in the day, then I just keep working knowing that the past few days have been slow. And then so that day maybe I'll make like $65, so that'll help to offset the loss that I had for the previous days. But for the most part, it's just a game. It's just like a video game in my mind. I'm like, well, I'm trying to keep my score, my average of $50 a day, so just keep on going. So far I've been watching on I have like an Excel spreadsheet or a Google Sheets app or whatever, where I track all my money, and so far I think in January of this year I made like $1,700, and then in February I think it was like $1,600, and then the last couple of months it's been like $1,500s. So like March, and I don't know, what month are we in? Are we in May yet? No. So for this month, I can already tell I'm already going to be hitting $1,500 already for this month. So whatever strategy I'm doing, I'm hitting the target. And if I wasn't hitting my target, I would be trying to figure out, like, why am I not hitting the target, and modify my strategy. But so far, according to my financial spreadsheet, where I track all my income, I'm hitting the $1,500 a month target. Oh, a long light. After I drop off this order, well, once again, it's probably just back to the Starbucks, I guess. I'm not that far. I didn't have to drive very far to get here, so it's back I go. Back to that one Starbucks. like it's gonna be an easy delivery. Ooh, that long drive wore me out going to that house. I don't like long drives. The address, please. It's not that one. It's the one over here. By these trash cans. Leave at my door. You got it. Thank you. Alright, that was easy. I noticed I haven't got any grocery orders today. Nobody wants their groceries delivered. That's one way people can save money. Is actually go get your groceries yourself. That's probably what a lot of people are doing that are trying to watch their pennies. They're realizing that grocery delivery is a luxury, and they better just get those groceries themselves. People can't stop ordering the Starbucks though. There's a lot of people that are addicted to Starbucks, and they can't even start their day. It's almost like a coffee, and it's like a cigarette or a beer. I really think it's an addiction issue to spend that much money for some kind of just sweet caffeinated beverage. That tells me people are just hooked. They were like that in the olden days for Coca-Cola. In the 1980s, people were hooked on Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Especially Diet Coke, man. In the 80s and 90s, everybody was hooked on Diet Coke like a drug. And it seems like that has been replaced by energy drinks and Starbucks. They have replaced the sodas. I gave up soda. I don't drink soda anymore. That stuff is bad news. I usually just drink water, milk, and tea. That's it. That's all I have. I don't even drink juices anymore. I don't drink any apple juice or orange juice. I have to really manage my insulin levels, so if my insulin gets out of whack, my appetite goes bonkers. I can't control my appetite. Just constantly hungry. I think the only real junk food item I find myself going to is these low-fat animal crackers have been my thing. And even when I eat these low-fat animal crackers, I still have to mix them with like a fiber cereal so that they process normally when I digest them, so I don't get like a sharp insulin spike. That's a good tip if you have insulin problems. If you want junk food, just mix it, eat it with something that's really high in fiber. Get one of those all brand cereals and just have that with your whatever that snack is you're really craving, and it'll slow the digestion of the item so that you don't get a strong insulin spike. I'm gonna just park at Starbucks and do the usual 5-minute wait, nothing comes in, I'm heading home. And then I'll just wait at home until something comes in. I only have another, gosh, I think I only have 30 minutes left. Oh no, did I say I was going to work until 10? Yeah, I have an hour left. I got an hour left to go, so I should be able to make $12 in an hour as long as I get something. And I can't be picky, so I've got to keep my $5. I just got to, anything that's at least $5, because it's slow. Currently I have 26 miles on the car, and I'm getting 63 miles to the gallon. Everything is right on track. I have an allotment of about 9 miles left to use before I reach my maximum number of miles I allow myself to use up in a day. So 35 miles is my normal limit, where I'm just like, that's it, go home. You've driven enough for today. All right, let's wait. Looks like this day has dried up. There's nothing going on. Absolutely nothing. Very slow today. Heading for home. Looks like we're not gonna hit the goal. Not so optimistic now. The way this app is behaving, it's telling me that nothing good is to come. $3.56. Go away. That was the first offer that has come in the last 6 minutes. The whole time I was sitting in that parking lot at the Starbucks, nothing came in. I thought maybe there was something wrong with the connection, but nope. There was nothing wrong with the connection. I was watching TikTok after TikTok. Oh, this looks good. This will complete my day. Oh, something came in. Well, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I got something. Let me just safely drive the car here for a second. Okay, we're gonna go. I got something from Uber Eats. I'm gonna get $12.11 to go to Rachel's Kitchen. So $12.11, 6.7 miles. And let's see. I'm gonna go Rachel's Kitchen. And is there another order? I thought there were 2 orders. Yeah, and then I have to go to Eggworks. So Rachel's Kitchen and then Eggworks. And then I think I'm just dropping off to, I don't know, am I dropping off to, yeah, 2 different customers. Ooh, that worked out. That's going to finish it. That's going to get me to $50. Well, heck, I thought I was, see, you just never know. You never know. I was all set to call it quits. I was ready to give up. That just goes to show you, don't give up. Just keep on trying to stay optimistic and wait and see what happens. Work your shift and just see what happens. Don't quit early.
Turn right on Village Walk Drive.
I was just going to head home and just keep the app on and watch TV at home and wait and see if something came in, but this is really good. This is a good way to wrap it up. Rachel's Kitchen is usually a very fast pickup. They usually always have it ready most of the time. And Eggworks, no. Eggworks, we're probably going to have to wait. They're notorious for never being ready. Let's see if I can get a parking spot close to Rachel. Yeah, they got plenty of parking spots today. Plenty of spots. Excellent. Let's go get it. No waiting on the order. No waiting. This was fantastic. Now I've got to make the drive to Eggworks next. Please don't stop behind me. Seems like all day today cars have been stopping behind me every time I try to back up.
Turn left on Village Park Drive.
No signal, no nothing.
Just ahead, turn right on Paseo Verde Parkway. Turn right on Paseo Verde Parkway.
Got about a 7-minute drive to Eggworks, and it might be ready because that's a long time. It's a long drive to get to the Eggworks, so it might be ready. Maybe. Maybe. And the drop-offs look like they're going to be in one of those guard-gated communities, so that could take some time. My guess is we'll have all this delivered and dropped off by 9:40, and it's currently 9:11 right now. So it's probably going to take, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get this done. And then after that, I'll just keep the apps on for maybe a lottery ticket offer. Maybe something real good will come as I make my way home. And if the drop-offs are really hard to do and I'm not happy with how it went, then I'll turn the app off and just directly just go home. I get that Eggworks order in the car, it'll be official that I'll have hit the goal. Yeah, once I get back home, I'm just going to rest for a little bit and get ready for my dermatologist appointment. Get that done. I don't know if I'm going to work on the video today or not. I probably will. I've been trying to improve my system, my workflow processes for the video, so I'm more efficient in the production part, getting it done. I worked out a lot of the bumps and getting it done using what is it called? I don't remember what it's called. It's like an automation. There's features in the computer programs where you can automate a lot of the production work. I can't remember what the commands are called. Oh, action commands. That's right, actions. I've been using a lot of the action commands and then doing batch process, get certain things done. It's been working out really good for me. But now I'm just trying to work out all the file structures and file naming conventions for the different things. It's all technical stuff. I don't even know why I'm telling you guys. You guys don't make videos. Well, most of you don't. Most of you guys just watch videos. You guys are all, for the most part, I think most of the people that watch these videos are DoorDashers. They're either DoorDashers or people who order from DoorDash and they're curious about the types of people that come to their house and drop off the food. There's just a very small sliver of you guys that actually make content like I do. We made it to Eggworks. And is it busy here? Looks normal. It's not super busy. I'll park it here and we'll go get it. It was about a 3-minute wait. The first order we're going to drop off is the Eggworks order. 7 minutes, 1.8 miles. It's an apartment. It's a leave at the door. Gate code is on the top left, go around the building. It's the building before the dumpster. Alrighty then. Let's do this. Let's drop this off. Whew, I'm tired. I don't think I got enough sleep last night. I didn't go to sleep until probably about 10 p.m. and I woke up at 3 a.m. So that's not enough sleep. I think that's only 5 hours. That's probably why I'm tired. Maybe I'll take a nap when I get home. I notice as I get older, I don't sleep as deeply. That's just, I think, old age. I think your brain does not go into a deep enough REM state as you get older. When I was young, I used to be able to sleep until noon. Now that never happens. I never sleep until noon. Even if I go to bed at 3 in the morning, I wake up in just a few hours. I cannot sleep. If there's daylight, I can't sleep. I can nap, but I can't go into a real deep sleep. Oh, we're gonna go to the Chateau Calais. That's a real tough one. I have that complex mapped out in my Google Maps, so if I can't find the building, I'll be able to track it down. The hardest part about going to this particular apartment complex is just getting inside. There's usually nobody ever leaving or going in. I'm not sure why. I think there's a resident only exit that's on Sunridge Heights, and I think they mostly use that one. but there's no safe way to park at that exit point and get inside safely. So I just have to wait at the main entrance. Oh, this truck's going too slow. I just can't. It's the end of the day. I'm losing my patience already. I can feel it. I feel like I'm burning. I'm starting to get to the point where I'm just done. You know that feeling you get where you're just over it already? You've like sucked out all the fun out of the day. You just want to go home and rest. That's how it feels right now. We missed the gate. Just missed the gate. Oh, it's opening back up? Oh no, it's closing. I thought it was opening back up. Let's enter the gate code. Go to the gate on the left. Go left, then around the building. Oh, that's not helpful. I'll follow the navigation. It's like go left and then go around the building. It's like, do I go left around the building or do I go right around the building? They don't say. So I'm just following the navigation. I'm looking for building 38. Surprise! It's not that building. Is it this building? Yeah, it's this building. I'm looking for the door. Alright, maybe it's on this side. I'll just park here if this isn't it. Oh no, this is it. Alright, that's done. Next up. Oh, I'm trying to remember where the exit is here. I know there's like an exit point somewhere. I think it's this way. There's like an exit gate to get out of here. Let's see. Yeah, it's right here on the left.
Make a slight right turn, then turn right.
can't listen to the navigation because it doesn't know about this exit point. Uh-oh, back up, back up. Read the sign. See how tired I am? I'm not paying attention. Don't hit the sign. Alright, now which way? I believe I go left next. Yeah, because we gotta go to a golf course next. And the golf course is this way. The navigation's not keeping up with me. So a 3-minute drive, 1.6 miles. It's the Rio Seco Golf Club. I'm at the valet. I will be up front. Fantastic. Meet outside. Fantastic. Well, that drop-off wasn't too bad. I had to wait a while for the customer to buzz me in. The phone rang for a long time. I thought it was going to go to voicemail. But the drop-off was fine. I found the door. It was, of course, the last door. It's always the last door. This drop-off shouldn't be too bad if the guy's actually at the valet waiting. I won't even have to get out of the car. This so far is an easy $12. Time is currently 9:28, so we should be done at 9:30. I'll have 30 minutes left in my shift still if I wanted to take something else. So far the current verdict is we're gonna leave the app on as I make my way back towards home, and then shut it off if nothing good comes in. I've only been to this golf course a handful of times, so hopefully a memory will trigger where I'm supposed to go for the valet. I think it's right as soon as I turn into the golf course entrance. Yeah, it's right there. Oh, there's the valet. I can see him. I mean, I can see the valet. The valet stand. There's nobody there. They send a message saying I've arrived. Hi, Fern. Okay, great. Here's that. And here's the drink. Thank you. Have a good one. Alright, let's get out of here. What's the best way? Confirm delivery. Delivery confirmed. It was just a valet guy working. Return to my dash. Resume DoorDash. Alright. Now let's make make my way back to base. That all worked out. I sent him a message on my phone saying that I had arrived, and then I just waited for him to come out. And there was a whole bunch of valet guy workers in there all hanging out. I thought, oh no, maybe it's not a worker that ordered this. And I thought they were gonna try to valet park my car, but no, the one that came out to my car was the person that ordered the food. I'm always surprised that people spend so much money on delivery. Always surprised. Even when I did Uber, I was always surprised so many people took Uber rides. Since I never take Uber rides and I never have food delivered to my house. So the only thing I do all the time is I always order stuff from Amazon. That's the most common thing that I do. I always have stuff constantly being dropped off at the door. But all these other types of services, I don't use them. Maybe that's because I drive a car. Maybe that's why. Maybe when you do this kind of work, you don't use the work because you can do it. Kind of like a plumber. Like a plumber probably doesn't call a plumber. A plumber would just do the plumbing work themselves.